Hello, I'm Antonio Torralba, from the Department of Education Sciences of University of Oviedo. I'm talk about combining technological tools in online learning experiences on the natural environment. This is a didactic film from OIR project, and Erasmus Plus KA 226 research project on open innovative resources for distance learning. In this project are involved 3 European universities: University Marie Curie Slavoska of Lublin, Poland, Università degli Studi di Messina, Italy, and University of Oviedo, Spain. The aim of the OIR project is to strengthen the ability of universities to provide high-quality digital education favorable to social inclusion, and in particular to improve the forms and methods of educating future teachers. Nature disconnection. We are evolved in a situation of environmental crisis and disconnection with nature. This is accompanied by a relatively scarce knowledge of nearby nature, situation in which few species are known, with children knowing more about tropical species or cartoons than those of their region. In the school, there are a low association of biodiversity learning with closed environment, and a low number of specific field trips in formal education for learning about biodiversity. Improving the situation involves providing future teachers with the tools they need to know about biodiversity and the nearby natural environment, and for implementing these tools. Can we promote this nature knowledge online? Promoting the necessary online pathways to connect with nature and develop a greater understanding of the natural environment may seem contradictory, since environmental education is a education place linking. Learning about the natural environment in the natural environment may seem simpler, and in fact is simpler, as can be seen in this image of an adult and 2 children in a teaching-learning process in nature. Here we will consider 2 important steps. Firstly, the step to achieve effective learning about the natural environment online. The second step is that this represents an approach to nature close to home, to the desire to go out and observe and learn about nature in nature. Therefore, to achieve this approach to nature through online teacher training. To help us achieve this, there are technological tools and didactic designs that allow us to approach virtually, and accompany us in the classroom, home or green space, in an authentic blended B-learning, mobile M-learning, and ubiquitous U-learning learning. These are some platforms, software and applications that could help us. Learning platforms as Moodle, Blackboard of OpenDex interactive slide software as Genially, which has a specific lesson in the OIR project, or Pear Deck. Synchronous sessions tools as Microsoft Teams, Zoom, Blackboard or Blueberton collaborative tools as OneDrive, Microsoft Teams, Padlet or Miro. Tools for doing synchronous questions, as Kahoot, Mentimeter, WooClap or Google Forms, each one with its features and users. Or the use of environmental tools as Google Earth, iNaturalist, or other citizen science apps, and other cartographic tools. How combine these tools in learning experiences? Here, there is a scheme of learning activities designed to nature learning in a teacher training course in a context of e-learning due to the COVID-19 pandemic. These activities include virtual classrooms, individual experiences in the nearby environment, technology-mediated, with communication and guided by the university teacher. Activities to interpreting landscape changes with digital cartography comparison, virtual field trips to urban parks and mountains, plant identification activities and design of their own didactic field trips. How combining the technological tools in the learning experience. Using the suitable tool to each activity as shown in the schema. We are going to see some examples of this application of technological tools for learning about the natural environment. We can see how to design an output with the experience previously accumulated by active teachers. Thus, we can carry out collaborative learning, with a paddle, on what we consider to be an urban park, what we want to highlight from a teaching perspective when we design a didactic outing to that place. Then it can be analyzed together through visual tools such as Miro. Or we can ask a series of synchronous questions about what they think, so that the students do not feel like they're individually following a class at home, but are following the class surrounded by their classmates, even though each one is at home. Kahoot, Mentimeter, Google Forms, Microsoft Forms, and Microsoft Teams can help us in that activity. The changes in the landscape can be observed online from the comparison of aerial photographs of different dates. In the case of Spain, the historical comparator of the National Plan of Aerial Orthophotography (PNOA) in Spain can be used, or also Google Earth. We can implement an interactive field trip to an urban park, using an aerial photography and the Genially application to interactive slideshow. In this case, in each point a text with a digital photography or video is available to show environmental issues, fauna y flora present in the urban park. This example includes a video. To realize interactive field trips to large distances, as a field trip to mountains, Google Earth could be a good technological tool, with focus function and possibilities of include photographs, text, videos and links in the itinerary. This is not the same sensations and experiences of a real field trip, but this could be a suitable approach with no real field trip is available. By other hand, we can use apps to be guided in the nature approach, which are with us when we are going to the nature. For example, citizen science apps with artificial intelligence could be useful to learning about the natural environment. With this apps, self-learning through artificial intelligence is possible, with the help of the virtual learning community of the iNaturalist app. There is a podcast by the OIR project with comments on Scholar Citizen Science to promote learning science in online and hybrid environments. Pre-service teachers enhance their plant identification skills using digital files, doing a leaves collection and starting a school herbarium, while using a Citizen Essence app to help them in the plant identification. These are two examples of students' herbariums, with tree leaves, descriptions and some comments on tree natural history or curiosities. More apps can accompany us in nature, enhance nature knowledge. We proposed in 2016 some apps useful to environmental knowledge, and pre-service teachers analyzed another 53 apps 2 years later. Results shown a highly changed apps ecosystem, and the need of a reassessment periodically. New apps appear frequently, and other disappear when the next update of operation systems. Once the pre-service teachers have learned about nature online, and have incorporated the use of applications and technological tools for their learning, they were ready for individual exploration experiences in urban or peri-urban parks, alone but mediated by technological tools, with those who were able to design didactic field trips for their future students, these images being parts of some of them. These are some references used to make this didactic film, more details in the related document. Thanks for your attention.